All right, Grandma, I've got to go to work. I'm about to be late, so I'll have to fix your shower curtain later when I get home.
Work? Why are you going to work? You should be in school.
I keep telling you, Grandma, I graduated college 4 years ago. I'm not in school anymore.
You young people always want to take the easy way out, Al. You may be making a little money now, but if you would just finish school, you could make a lot more money.
Grandma.
Yes, Al?
I'm 25 years old. I did finish school. I am not in school anymore. I've got to go to work. I'm going to be late.
Okay, Al. I understand. Have a nice day.
Thanks, Grandma.
Do well on your physics test.
Where the hell is Jackie? We've got no one to run the cash register.
She called a few minutes ago, sir. She's sick. She won't be coming in today.
Joe, remind me to remind Jackie when she gets back that she needs to call me when she's going to be out. Not you. I'm the manager.
No problem, sir.
Also, Joe?
Yes, sir?
Remind me to fire Jackie later. She's a deadbeat. All right, kitchen, listen up. We're down a man, and we need to...
A man, sir? Jackie is a woman. Thank you very much. Where's your inclusivity? Where's your morals? I thought this was a Checkers restaurant.
No, Ashley, this is a f***ing Checkers. We sell hamburgers. You want to know where my morals are? They went out the door the day Joe Schmo ate at Checkers and died from cardiac arrest later on. As I was saying, ladies... We're working a man, woman, trans, whatever down, and that means I'll be running the register. We got a lot of mouths to feed, so don't let me down. Good evening and welcome to Checkers. How can I serve you, sir?
You can serve me with a hamburger, smartass. What do you think I'm here for?
Well, as you can most likely tell, we have a rather diverse menu. The simple designation of a hamburger simply doesn't cut it.
What, is that a joke? Are you making fun of me?
Trust me, sir. Nothing about this place is funny, certainly not you. Wasting good jokes at your expense would be rather counterproductive.
I think I'll take my business elsewhere. Maybe a rough Yelp review will make you up your service.
The only people looking at Yelp for the nearest Checkers are hookers and the guys that picked them up and promised a meal. You think I care if you leave? Guess again, punk.
Oh, the nerve.
I like the way you handled that, Mr.
Taylor, sir. Al Taylor. I'm the manager, just filling in for our deadbeat cashier.
Understood. I like a good working man. How long have you been at Checkers?
5 years, started in college and worked my way up.
This isn't much of an up position, son. I dare say you aren't happy here.
What gave it away? My lack of interest in our conversation or my sarcastic way of saying, are you going to order something or can I assume you're homeless and looking for a handout? Sucking up doesn't pay for meals here, sir. Order or move along.
Balls, too. You've got style, Taylor. How's about you come work for me? My boss will want to make you an offer you can't refuse. At least, not reasonably. I suppose free will still remains.
What's the pay?
Hey, what's the holdup here? We're trying to order food.
And I'm trying not to shoot you in the face, bitch. Keep quiet or get the hell out.
The nerve of that asshole. That guy could go f*** himself. That guy could suck my balls.
I tell you what, I'm gonna make you a good offer, regardless of the fact you may not keep this job long. Why don't you follow me?
Whatever you say, boss. Lead the way. I take it you're the Don?
Victor, you told me you had balls, but I didn't know they were this big.
I'm told they go well with spaghetti.
Amazing. I like you, Al. Why not have a seat?
All right, why not tell me why I'm here?
Good, a man who cuts to the chase. No time for talk. I get it. I like it.
If I only knew what the chase was or how to cut to it. Look, I was told I'd get a job offer. Are we going to do business or keep up with the Hollywood lingo? I'm going to have a crash course if it's the latter.
All right, Al. I'll tell you what. We're looking for a meteorologist. Victor here says you could fit the position well.
A meteorologist? I don't know anything about meteors. I went to a liberal arts college. I got a business degree. How could I fit in that position well? My only career experience is at Checkers. That resume has done nothing for more except to draw in recruiters from other fast food places.
I told you he'd be perfect, boss. He doesn't even know what meteorologists do.
Al, meteorologists are weathermen at news stations. They forecast the weather, and that line of work lines right up with my interests.
I guess you learn something every day. What interest would those be? Umbrella sales?
Once again, you don't fail to entertain. No, Al, I sell generators. It's my main source of legitimate income. Hit jobs pay well, but they're bad news for money laundering.
I'm sure killing people is a bit above my pay grade. Anyway, I don't understand how generator sales and network news weathermen can help you sell them. Besides the fact that I thought mob bosses ran casinos. What kind of operation are you running here?
We tried the casinos for a while, but you simply can't compete in international waters with on-land Indian installments. Those red men have a hold over the market. It wasn't worth my time. Then I thought, what can I sell that everyone at one point or another will be interested in buying? Whose inventory can garnish enough cash flow to pay the cable bill?
And you came to generators? I'm sorry, Don. I'm not sure you thought that through enough. This is just a city. We don't get hurricanes here.
Oh, to be young and naive. People don't need a reason to buy generators, Al. They need to think they have a reason to buy generators.
And that's where you come in, Checkers boy.
Victor, I laugh maniacally around here. You forget your place.
Sorry, sir.
As I was saying, Al, that's where you come in, Checkers boy.
I don't understand.
You see, Al, we have a contact within the local news station, Channel 5. This person just happens to be the individual that hires new weathermen. The last one met with an unfortunate end.
How unfortunate.
I'll put it this way, Al. He got cocky, stopped following orders. He wasn't a team player. Are you a team player, Al?
Well, I have played Team Frisbee. My group was state champs just last year.
There goes that sarcasm again, son. I like it. But what you should take away from this is that as long as you follow orders, we'll make sure you're well taken care of. Step out of line, and we'll find a home for you underground.
In a bunker? I don't know, Don. The ground is at sea level. I don't think you can install a home under there without hitting water.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. Well, sir, at Checkers, I may have been manager, but I still reported to the district manager. I've yet to drop the ball on any beef patty sales metrics. I think you can count on me.
Good. I look forward to it. Here's the deal. After the loss of their former meteorologist, Channel 5 couldn't fill the hole. No one had the right personality. This time, they're taking precautions with their hiring process. 2 weathermen, one to cover the other in case of absence. One has already been hired, but guess who the next slot will go to?
Al Roker?
No, dumbass. Play your cards right, and it will be you. Our guy on the inside is an HR rep. He's waiting for your application as we speak.
Okay, so where do I apply?
Craigslist.
Is that a joke?
I never joke about amateur promotion and marketing. Tonight, you'll be going on your computer, searching for the job posting at Craigslist. Then tomorrow, you'll receive a call for an interview. Boom. You're the new weatherman.
I don't even know, Don. I'm not sure if I can even pretend to be a weatherman. I don't know the first thing about it.
Maybe you're not understanding this, Al. We don't need you to actually forecast the weather. We need you to fake natural disasters and advertise our generators. Then people buy them. Bada bing, bada boom. We all get richer. Get it?
Do these generators even work?
Of course they work. You think I'm a moron? I might be a mobster, Al, but I'm not without pride. They're the best on the market. So, it's a win-win. You promote it, we get rich, your viewers get a good product. Now, what do you say?
Well, when you put it that way, can I think about it overnight?
I'll tell you what, Al. You leave here without giving me a guarantee. I won't be able to guarantee the longevity of your lovely grandmother.
How do you know about my grandma? Oh, wait, you're the mob. I get it.
Exactly.
Don't hurt my grandma, Don. You've got a deal. What do I do next?
Well, Al, you're gonna go home. Put in that resume, wait for a call, and go to the station.
That sounds easy enough.
There's one more thing, Al.
Yes?
We're gonna have you do something about that name of yours.
My name? What do you mean?
Al Taylor doesn't really roll off the tongue well enough. Weathermen can't just look the part and say the right line. They have to have the right name as well.
How about Al Broker?
No, Al. We have something better in mind.
You must be Mr. Doogie.
Indeed, but most people just call me Bob.
Well, I'm not most people. Here's your assignment, Mr. Doogie. I wish you luck on your first broadcast.
Already? I figured there'd be some training. I don't even know what to say.
Then you'll fit in with every other weatherman in the world. These guys just make stuff up, Doogie. Get out there and get it done. Also,
Have a little confidence.
So what, I'm just supposed to mention this generator?
Not just a generator, Doogie. The Kingstown Generator 41XD. Get it right. It's the best one on the market.
You know, funny enough, I think my parents have a Kingstown generator.
I wouldn't be surprised. Mention the 41XD as many times as possible, and you've got nothing to worry about.
Okay, well, here goes. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the news. I'm Bob Doogie, filling in for Bob Book as he is out with explosive diarrhea. Moving on from that, however, we wanted to tell you that the weather is looking great. 82 degrees today with blue skies, no humidity. However, based on this map thing over here, there's a green blob moving our way. While it won't reach us till next month, all I can say is that you better get your Kingstown Generator 46XD as they are in demand and will be running out of stock quickly. You don't want to be caught with your pants down on this one. Bob and I have already alerted the governor to the possibility, and we expect evacuations within the next 12 hours. Get your generator today, or my name isn't Bob Doogie. Back to you, Jack.
Great job, Doogie. You're a natural. Here's your bonus for the day.
$10,000? Are you kidding?
Don't spend it all in one place.
No guarantees, but I'll do my best.
You going to buy a new car? That junker out there doesn't really say chief meteorologist.
Maybe not, but this $10,000 doesn't say car.
What does it say then?
That I'm getting laid. Out of my way, jackass. Bob Doogie is on the scene, and there's a 100% chance I'll be heading to the strip club. Temps look to be hot. I look to be hotter. Good night, everybody. Live from the AOK production house in studio number 2, I'm Bob Doogie.
Hi, Bob Doogie. I'm Bob Book. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Well, so we're going into an origin story for the Adventures of Bob Doogie.
That's right. I couldn't help myself.
I wasn't expecting that. I really... You know, we heard the first sketch last week, and I was like, well, that's probably the last we'll ever hear from him. And nope, not at all.
There's a 100% chance I'll be going to the strip club.
Yeah, wow. It's pretty good. He actually is a lot more sleazy than I am, and wrote him in the first one. I mean, they were sleazy, but not like, you know, getting... I guess he got late. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a strip club guy. But that's cool. That's what we find out here on To the Echo. We find out what these characters are every week.
I had so much fun with that. Because, I mean, you can't be selling products as a weatherman unless there's the mob involved, right?
Right.
So it just makes sense to me.
Oh, yeah. It was an angle I hadn't thought of. I was just really thinking of the Grocery Market Guild. And, you know, I was just thinking there. I mean, well, maybe that's what the mob works for. I don't know. I mean, it's the mob, but maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll find out as you flesh that character out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this will be a whole little story arc here.
Oh, man.
My new favorite character, Bob Doogie.
God, who would have thought?
Yeah. I had to tie it back in too with I guess we never gave her a name, the grandma.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, it's great. So many universes we're spinning here. Marvel is getting a run for their money.
Oh yeah, they got a lot to look up to here. I'm not so sure that Checkers is going to like us that much.
No. But, you know, to be honest, I mean, I've never walked into a Checkers and thought, wow, this is great service. You know, like, actually, most of the time, I feel bad because we have one here in Somerville. Is it still there?
It's beside of the Cookout over here.
Yeah, they got 2 drive-thrus left and right, and they both suck.
After Cookout opened up, I'm surprised they're still there.
I know.
I don't see them very often.
I don't.
You know, until I moved to Somerville, because there's not another one in Charleston as far as I know.
Yeah, I remember the last time I saw one was in Florida. Like, when I was growing up, there was a Checkers all the time. I saw it in this one area. And I never really ate there. And here, back when I was on my fat duty, I was...
I haven't been... I mean, I know that I've been to Checkers.
Yeah,
I know I have,
everybody's
but it's probably been... I don't know, 10 or 11 years old, maybe. I mean, it's been a while.
Wow.
I've certainly not gone to the one here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I thought was funny when I saw it when we moved out here to Somerville. I thought, well, that's strange. I mean, it's in Somerville, not anywhere else in Charleston. But hey, whatever.
It's like right near a McDonald's. It's like in the worst place.
Yeah, they're.
It's really hard to get there.
Yeah. Well, they do their marketing on Craigslist. So.
Oh, do they? yeah. Well, yeah. In the skit,
they do have a billboard up. 2 for $5 sandwiches. I saw that today.
Telling you, they're damn good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't care about the customer service. That's not why I go to Checkers.
Florida's also where I used to only see Steak and Shakes. I mean, now they're everywhere.
You see them everywhere. It was weird. I only ever saw Perkins in Florida, and we have a Perkins here too.
Yeah, it's been here a long time.
Yeah. Remember Shoney's?
Oh yeah,
there was a Shoney's all over Florida.
There's one here. In fact, that may be the last Shoney's.
Really?
It's over here in Main Street.
Oh yeah,
beside
the
Panera in front of Walmart and all that.
God dang, man, yeah, like
Somerville, where everything stays.
Stays.
It's like
barely
in
lives.
West Ashley, the Ryans. I think it's closed now.
Oh, Ryan.
But there was a Ryans in West Ashley for a long time.
Oh yeah,
and I always thought, how is that open? They're like the only one.
Isn't there a Ryans here in Somerville?
I think there is.
Yeah.
Oh, there is. I think it's across from the Shoney's, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
is. Wow.
All the old stuff is in Somerville.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Ryan's, that's a place, I mean, I'm shocked that they're still open.
Oh, man. All-you-can-eat buffet, though.
Yeah, but, I mean, I just assumed that Golden Corral put them out of business a long time ago, but,
where's the Golden Corral around here?
Tanger.
Tanger Outlet?
Only one I know of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, and really, for all those listening, you really have to live in Charleston to know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you're in Canada, where most of our listeners tend to be, or the UK,
Well, drop us a line. If you have a Ryan's or a Shoney's,
tell us why you like it,
and
why it's at your town ready to die.
The thing I used to like at Shoney's back in the day was we always would go for breakfast buffet, and they have I assume they have it, I don't know, strawberry pie, but it was like whole strawberries.
Yeah.
We used to go get those every once in a while and take them to family events.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of memories of Shoney's and stuff. I remember going and drinking sweet tea and putting 14 Splendas in it.
I had the teddy bear. I'm sure it's somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, this week.
Yeah.
Nothing really.
Well, I had something great happen today.
Oh, okay. So did I, but I guess we'll start with you.
Well, I went and had a massage today.
Oh.
We're members now at this Hand and Stone here in Somerville.
Yeah.
And actually, my wife did not have a good experience today, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that man, he kept groping her and being like, I want you. And she's like, I'm married.
She had a very rough time, it sounds like. So that was the first time it's been that bad. But anyway, mine was great.
What was rough time? What's that mean?
I think he was too hard, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know, but we're members, and they they take out the money once a month.
Oh.
So we can go get a massage once a month.
Wow, okay.
So we've been doing that. It's the third month in a row, and
is there like a discount for doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they have an introductory price, like $49 or something.
Oh, yeah.
But after that, you pay like $69 or something. But you get it at the $49 if you're a member.
Oh, okay.
Plus there's discounts on their other stuff they do, the facials and all that.
Yeah.
It was interesting, though, because every time... You've had massages, so I think you can relate to this.
Sure.
They always say, is there an area that you'd like me to focus on?
Of course.
It's just a full-body regular massage is what I always get.
I always say my junk. I just want to get on my back, and you go to town, brother.
Derek just goes full-on, full bar.
That's right.
No, I have, sciatic problems.
Okay.
So I always say my lower back. I always say my left lower back hurts. It'd be great if you could, put some extra pressure there.
Yeah.
Not a single person, I think it's actually our fourth massage, has done that.
Really?
Until today.
Oh.
And she found it. Like, she actually hit where it hurts.
Yeah.
And really dug in there, and my back feels great.
Yeah, what, did you have to say it? Like, oh, yeah, that's it.
She was, massaging that area, and she said, is this where it hurts? I said, yes. That's it.
It's amazing when you get a massage, because you don't realize how tense or how tightly your muscles hold on until they rip through it, and then it just and then it relaxes. Like,
oh yeah,
like my shoulders have always been just a problem for me. And like I used to go get massages and acupuncture up there. Like they would put the needle in the pressure in my shoulder, and it would just spasm for 20 minutes. He couldn't get it to stop spasming. He's like, dude, it's really holding up here. Massages, it would be so tight and it would hurt so bad as they're trying to cut through it. And then just all at one moment, the shoulders just, okay, I give up.
Yeah.
And they relax and it's butter. and then you're like, I feel like I have nothing there anymore.
You know, now that I've had a few, I've noticed that during, a lot of times it is, hard pressure. They ask what you want. I always say firm, go for it. I don't care.
I do deep tissue.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I say, give me whatever you got. It's pretty much what I always say. And but even if it is a little painful in the moment, right after it's like,
feel great.
Yeah. I am so my back is just miles better. 4 months in, whatever it's been.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Really cool.
Yeah, every 3 weeks then.
God, man. Well, that's nice. I wish I could do that.
Normally we do it on Saturday.
Yeah.
But they only had opening. I was late getting the booking, and the only opening left last night was at like 8 o'clock.
Oh.
And I said, no, we'll just wait till Sunday. So
dang.
Yeah.
My wife and I, well, we're going on vacation next week, and
yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
It is. I thought it was the
10th. Well, it's the week of the 10th. After we go see the Goo Goo Dolls.
Right. Okay.
On the 10th,
so it's not this next weekend.
No, it's the weekend after. Yeah.
Got it. I say that because we have a guest for this upcoming weekend.
I don't give a you're going to take my dog. Like you. I think,
no, I mean on the show.
I know. Yeah. Oh.
We have a guest. I was scheduling guests, and I told we'll talk about it in a minute.
All right, yeah.
That not this upcoming weekend, but the next is when you're gone.
Yeah.
So
right.
I wanted to make sure I was right.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so we're gonna go. So it's again, we get like 4 date nights a year.
Yeah.
So
kids,
I know. I'm telling you. So what we're doing is that Friday before we go to Florida.
Yeah.
We're having our nanny stay with the baby. We're gonna go on a history tour downtown, and we're gonna
that's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna go see a movie. We're gonna do it like just have a
Nice.
whole day and do stuff together. And then we're gonna go to Florida, and go to Walt Disney World and hate ourselves.
Have you already picked the history tour? Do you know which one you're doing?
She did. I don't know what it is.
That's exciting. There's a lot of really good ones.
I know. I love history. I freaking love it. I was like, "Are we doing horse tour?" She's like, "No." Like,
some of the people dress up. The walk-in tours. A lot of them they'll come in period clothing and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We've done a haunted touring before.
Those are pretty cool too.
They are. But it's more history. It's like 80% history, 20%. Oh, and then the guy hung himself over here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where they split their intestines out and ran them into the street. Charleston was a dirty place back in the 1800s. I was like, okay.
Yeah. But there's a lot of history here, so
yeah, right. And then today I was telling you about my Rockstar deal.
Yeah.
I found.
Oh yeah.
Like last night I was at home just looking online, and a friend of mine posted MacBook for sale for $323.
Posted where, on Facebook?
On Facebook.
Okay.
And then another friend of mine shared it, and I was like, is the computer poisonous?
Now this is someone local?
Yeah, this is a person I used to work with.
Wow.
And it was she was like, this is a $1,299 computer.
Right.
She's owned a couple years, so but she was selling like $323. I'm like if anybody who knows that would it's like you could get $500, $600, maybe $700 if you got the right person to come along.
Yeah. How old is it?
A couple years, 2 years.
So relatively new.
Yeah,
then.
I mean, well, it's a Mac. Like, that's the thing. Macs hold their value very well.
Yeah.
It's a great shape. She said it was minor wear and tear. It looked perfect. It was, like, spotless.
Yeah.
Amazing. I needed a laptop for coding.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to code HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Swift. And I was like, I want a laptop where I can do it, and I can sit in the living room and, interact with my wife and my daughter, not lock myself into my music room.
Yeah,
and,
that'll be nice.
Yeah, so... Yeah. I've been borrowing my wife's MacBook Air to do it for a bit, but now finally I can split off. But yeah, $323, and I messaged her, and I'm like, "Yeah, is it poisonous?" She's like, "No, it's good."
She just wants to get rid of it.
Well, she's like, "Did I price it too low?"
No,
and I said, I was like, "Well, it's priced well. I'm ready to buy it. You could probably sell it for more, because I'm being that I used to work with her. I was like, I'll be nice. And she's like, oh, okay. I was like, does it come with a charger? Like, I'm looking for something.
Yeah.
She's like, no, but I have, it comes with a charger. I have the box. I have all the original wrapping. And not only that, she wrapped it all up for me.
She probably could have got $800
She probably could, because when she handed, she's like, hey, I wrapped it all up, put it back in its original plastic and all that. Like, literally, the computer's wrapped up. Like, you would have thought it was brand new the way she did it. $323.
Wow.
And it works perfect.
Well, hey, what are you going to do? So...
Well, and I say that, I bring that up because I had another interesting story. Of course, I can never talk about where I work, but, the people who listen, a lot of you know where I work.
Yeah, a lot of them know.
But a person brought in a counterfeit iPhone XS Max. Like, they said, I bought this on Facebook.
Really?
For $800. And I was like... Well, that's a red flag, because why the hell would somebody sell a brand spanking new iPhone XS Max?
As in 1 week old.
Yeah, where their demand is still pretty high for a $400 plus tax loss. Like, who would do that?
Yeah.
No one. And she's like, well, I kind of feel weird. I mean, it looks like it. So I look at the phone. And I noticed that, because if you know what a XS Max has, it has a full screen.
Right.
The screen ended about probably 3 or 4 centimeters from the bottom.
Okay.
The screen was sort of lifting off. There were 6 speaker grill holes on the left side when there should only be 4.
Did it turn on?
It turned on, and when you look at the apps, it looks like an iPhone.
Wow.
But no, look at this, man.
Okay.
So as you go into it, now the screen refresh is very slow.
Yeah, okay.
Like very glitchy.
Yeah.
Even when you go to, how you flip from on an iPhone from right to left and it does the camera?
Right.
Well, you do that gesture, and it acts like it's doing the camera, and then the camera opens from the middle of the screen.
Huh.
And I was like, well, that's interesting. And I'm like, well, let's try a panorama.
Yeah.
I put it on panorama, and it shows the arrow like it's going to take a picture. And I hit take a picture, and the arrow just starts floating. And then all of a sudden, it just crashes.
Wow.
I'm like, interesting. So we pull up the keyboard, Android emojis. I was like, can I pop your SIM tray out? Sure. Pop that out. Now, the new iPhones have one SIM card tray hole, like just for one SIM card.
Yeah.
This one had 2.
Wow.
It's the back of it, the camera was very elevated. Like, it did not look the same. When we opened the box had the pair of headphones that came with the phones 4 years ago, not the ones that come with it today.
Right. And
it came with a very dirty charger, even though he said it was a sealed phone. Yeah, I mean, it was fake.
Wow.
$800.
Now, do you think she legitimately did not know?
She didn't know. Well, so I could see where she didn't know.
Okay.
Because she said, I had him open the box in front of me.
Uh-huh.
She's like, I had him log in and put my SIM card in it, and it worked. And I'm like, well, it's an Android phone. It looks like an iPhone, but it was an Android.
Wow.
And I was like, and he knew what to show to make, like, because some of the apps looked exactly the same. The text was different. The font. Not only that, I was like, here's a red flag. Right here it says, click on this button to connect to network, and network was 2 words. Net space
Network.
work. Yeah, I was like, I think Apple knows how to spell that word.
I hope so.
I know. We're $1 trillion company. You're like, I never can remember. Network. Let's just leave the space.
Whatever.
I'll come back to it later. I mean, heartbreaking, man. $800.
So this is fascinating. Why did she come in?
Because she had her doubts. Like, she was like...
So it wasn't because she thought something was wrong, or like...
Well,
she felt like it was a fake.
Well, she said something was wrong with the phone. She's like, the screen's lifting, so I'm going to get it fixed.
Okay.
But she's like, I want to make sure it isn't really indeed an iPhone. And
wow.
I was like, well, it's not.
Can you imagine going through... I mean, okay, first of all, do you know what kind of phone it was? Was it I mean, what was it?
No, it was like somebody had built a... like, they're getting them from China.
Wow.
Where they're essentially built to look like an iPhone. And then they put different guts inside. So it's a working, very, like, not a good Android software. But
it does work as a phone?
Yeah.
I can't believe that... Okay, I guess if they come from China, that makes a little more sense. But I just can't imagine somebody taking the time when you probably could just sell it as a He probably could have made some money off of it, not trying to make it look like an iPhone.
That phone was worth $200 tops if we're talking about the actual parts that are in it.
So this guy probably had to take it down to the BIOS and rebuild the software to make it look like that,
they
right?
reskin it. Android's an open system.
Yeah, okay.
It's very easy to reskin. In fact, those skins exist. You can just download them onto the phone. It's nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's like jailbreaking or anything like that. Yeah.
Did you tell her, listen, ma'am, don't buy phones off the street anymore?
Well, I said, look at the logic.
Yeah.
You know, brand new spanking phone. You thought you were going to save $400. I'm like, the most you would save from anyone is, hey, I'll eat the tax.
Yeah,
okay, it's a
right.
$1,200 phone with tax, $1,300. I'll just sell it to you for $1,200. I'll get out of it. I'm like, that's about as good as it's going to get. This,
Yeah, especially when it's brand new.
Right.
I mean, if it was
the 6 months down the road, it was used. Okay, yeah, all right, I could see that, but not the week of.
Yeah,
and people always trying to save a buck, man. But
I can't. I just can't imagine people. But anything to make a buck. I mean, you got mobsters selling generators on weather channels. So.
And I mean, the real generators, though. That's the joke.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that. You wrote it. I don't know if you got that joke.
No, that's the joke.
Oh, okay. You wrote the script. Nick and I always flip off on scripts usually. So one week he'll write, I'll write one. So I did the last week's script for the meteorologist, and then he took his turn. It's fun because that's what they do in Marvel.
That's why it's always kind of a reveal. I left this one. I wasn't. If you were going to be any later, I was going to have to send it to you.
Yeah.
But I was hoping we would get to listen to it when you got in.
Yeah.
Because for me, it was a whole. I was like, nah, this has got to be. He can't just be selling generators. He's got to be with the mob.
Yeah. Well, now I got to think of what to do.
Yeah.
Well, how we push it to the next level.
Yeah. And the other thing is that he's not the Don. His name is Don.
Yeah. Yeah.
The head of the mob.
Yeah.
Don.
Hi, I'm Don.
Don, whatever.
I could be Donald.
It could
Don,
be.
Don for short.
We're going to have to flesh out Don. I don't have a last name for him yet.
Yeah.
But I
Don.
will.
All right. All right.
So, very good. Yeah, so History Tour coming up. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Do you know what movie you're going to see? Because there's a good one coming out.
What?
Venom.
Oh,
I don't know if she's not going to want to see Venom.
Venom. No,
I know.
There's a
I'm
bunch
going this week.
I wish I was excited to see it.
I think it's going to be awesome.
Okay.
There is 2 post-credit scenes, and the big rumor is that one of them is going to have Carnage in it.
Ooh.
So
I've always been interested in Carnage, which is essentially just a red Venom.
Yeah, he's a little more psychotic. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm very excited to see it. I like Tom Hardy. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I hope it's good.
I wonder how it's going to tie into a Spider-Man world, though, if they're going to do it or not.
Well, I don't know, and that's a big question for me too, because I also saw this week the trailer, which I thought they were canceling this, but Dark Phoenix.
Oh yeah,
they're going ahead with it.
Yeah,
trailer looks pretty cool. I think a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it looks too much like X-Men Apocalypse."
Yeah,
I'm going to say this: I did not like Apocalypse.
Yeah,
I thought that the ending was horrible.
Okay.
But there was... Did you ever see it?
No. I stopped after the original 3 movies.
Oh, you haven't seen the new...
I never saw the Days of Future Past.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this, and I'm not overselling this.
Okay.
Days of Future Past is hands down the best one.
Okay.
I mean, it is far and above all of the others.
Okay.
And First Class, I think, is also very, very good. I don't know if I like First Class better than X2, but it was a good movie.
X2 was awesome.
Yeah.
That beginning where Wolverine's running around the corners killing the guys that are invading the house.
Well, there's more of that scene in Apocalypse.
Oh, really?
Yes. And the cool thing was First Class. I thought the movie was great. You know, Kevin Bacon was the villain. A lot of good parts to it, but the best part of it, in my opinion, was the cast.
Okay.
I mean, the cast was just spot on.
Yeah.
Really, really good to be the younger selves. And what Days of Future Past did so well was combine all of
Merge
that.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, and Hugh Jackman goes back in time, and it is phenomenal. Very, very good. Apocalypse had a lot to live up to.
Yeah.
There were some good parts, good scenes.
I'm sure.
They just kind of dropped the ball.
Yeah. Well, Disney's getting it back. Don't worry.
And that's why I thought they were going to cancel Dark Phoenix.
Well, I think at this point, it's like we already got all this money invested. What if we get back, we make $100 million off this movie, it, you know? And that gives them a running start.
I don't think we saw it together. Did you see Deadpool 2?
No, I saw like an hour of it at work.
Okay, so there is a cameo from the entire Dark Phoenix cast
Oh, really?
in it because they were filming it at the same time on the same set.
Oh.
So
cool.
it's a really funny scene. He opens a door and there they are.
Oh, cool. I like to see that.
And that was because he actually went to their set to film, and they were filming. And so it was really, really neat little part.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you see they're coming out, I guess, Deadpool 2 PG-13 version in December?
Something for Christmas or something. Yeah.
Okay.
I like Deadpool. I think it's great.
Oh, yeah, he's funny. I love the first one. I'm bad, man. You know me.
Well, 2 is worth buying.
Yeah.
And I would say if you haven't seen Days of Future Past, you must.
Okay.
It's so good.
I'm waiting for it to drop to $5 on that app.
Yeah.
I did download Solo. I got Solo for $10 on that.
I haven't bought it yet. I'm going to buy it and watch it again, I think.
Yeah.
Give it another
I haven't
shot.
watched it yet. I downloaded it, so I own it.
Yeah. Again, it's another one of those where I did not like it. It just... I don't know.
Well, it's definitely a standalone story. It's just one of those, like, well, it doesn't really add anything. There. You ever watch Honest Trailers?
Yes.
On YouTube?
Yes.
Did you see
Love those.
They did it on Solo.
I didn't see Solos.
And they were like, they pretty much, the movie is just like how he gets his accessories. They're like, that's pretty much the movie. It's like, well, here's his gun, and here's his dice, which was a prop, and here's his ship. You know, like they really just kind of drive that home. I know. I was like, oh yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where I didn't really need to see the Kessel Run,
right?
And it's not that it was disappointing. It's just that it was.
Well, at least they closed that that one loophole.
It's just now that I know what it is, I'm kind of like, you know.
Well, he did it in how many parsecs?
12
parsecs. There you go. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, that fixed an error with the script.
Yeah, and there are some funny parts to it.
Oh, yeah. Again, I walked out of the movie like I enjoyed it. Like Last Jedi, I didn't walk out of it like, I was like,
Yeah, and the more I watch, I have gone back and given it more chances.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah, I watched
Solo is definitely better than The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I will give it that.
Yeah. It's just, again, I don't see Han as Han. I see him as Tom Brady. That's Tom Brady's beginnings before he joined the Patriots.
Yeah, right.
That's how because he reminds me so much of Tom Brady.
Well, I going back to Fox really quick, though, I thought they were going to cancel Dark Phoenix. I'm excited now that they're not.
Yeah.
I hope they don't screw it up because Apocalypse wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
It could have been better.
Yeah.
And I hope that's not the case with this one. I noticed they didn't put X-Men in the title. Have you seen Logan?
No. I've heard good things.
Oh, Logan. I take back what I said a couple of minutes ago. Days of Future Past is the best X-Men movie, but Logan is the best film in the whole franchise.
Okay. I want to see that. Again, waiting for it to be $4.99.
Yeah.
I will buy it.
It'll be worth it at that point.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, anyway, so there's a couple of good movies coming out. I don't know if Marina would care for it that much, but...
That's the problem. I've been looking through, and there's not anything I'm remotely interested in.
What's the deal with this House with the Clock in its Walls with Jack Black? Is Jack Black just decided, you know what?
F it.
I mean, is that what's going on with him? What is the deal? I mean, this is Tenacious D.
I know. I was watching Shallow Hal last night.
I
love that
Shallow
movie
Hal.
too because
Such a great movie.
Charlotte is featured in it.
Her toe is longer than the other one.
Yeah,
I love that.
I know.
It's so funny.
It's so good.
You know, I pay it because of that movie. I pay attention to people when they're wearing sandals.
Yeah, you do because the toe.
Because when I saw that movie, I was like, oh, have I ever seen anybody like that
Yeah.
before? And now I always look.
Now, well, I think this is a good question then, Nick. If Tony Robbins was with you in an elevator, would you want to be able to see the inner beauty of someone where they're like supermodels and where I'm your friend and I'm like, Nick, don't do it. What are you doing? And you're like, what? She's a knockout, Derek.
No, I love it. I don't know. I've thought about that before.
Yeah.
I think I'd have trouble. I think I would fall more on the George Costanza model of that. I don't remember his name in the movie, but Jason Alexander.
Yeah.
And it's funny at the end when he has that revelation where Jack Black's like, that's what I had, man.
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
like
oh,
what if I
that's a
told
bummer.
you where he's like, what who's your favorite woman? Wonder Woman. Okay, what if I told you I thought she was ugly? He's like, well, I knew you'd be wrong. He's like, that's what I had with Rosemary. I didn't care what anybody else saw. I had a knockout. Yeah.
And the guy with the dandruff. That movie
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go watch that again. I haven't watched that in a while.
What a
funny movie.
That was $4.99. That's why I watched it the other night because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been building up my iTunes collection because of that. But I mean, I love it. It's one of my favorite Farley brother films.
Yeah, great film.
Yeah.
Well, since we're talking so much about films, I've got to ask you this.
Okay.
Have you seen the makeup reveal of Joaquin Phoenix?
Oh,
is
yeah.
the Joker.
The Joker,
Did
yeah.
you see it?
Yep. In the video.
Yes.
Yep.
It looks like the mask that Heath Ledger is carrying in the beginning of Dark Knight.
Yeah.
The makeup does. And so I'm wondering now, am I going to be able to take that seriously? I don't know. I like the video you saw is where he's getting off the subway.
No.
So there's a scene. I
saw where he's just sitting there as the normal guy who's going to be the Joker before he's the Joker, and he's smiling. Then like this film flashes over his face of him in makeup, and then he smiles, and this music's playing, and then he's in Joker.
I just sent you the link on your phone. I think. Oops.
Ooh.
I think that this video that's on it, and I'll tell you just to play it there.
Yeah.
That's a little bit. It's just down from the up top. I haven't played it. I don't want to play it here because then it'll freeze up my computer. But I think
that's a commercial. No, the first one. Okay. Well, there's the camera test with sound. That's what I was talking about.
Okay, so maybe that's not
where
it.
He's just standing there, and then
there's a 3-minute video in the center of the page.
3 minute 15 seconds.
Yeah, it may not be it.
No,
anyway,
it says we react. They talk about it.
Okay. So there is an entire scene that they're filming in a subway, and you see like everyone start running off of the subway, and there's several clown people that get off, and however you say his name, Joaquin walks off, and he's kind of smiling and bobbing his head, and takes off his gloves. So I don't know what's happening, but it looks very, very cool.
I mean, anything with a Joker, man. I have no expectations because this isn't even attached to Batman. It's just Joker.
It's just Joker, yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'll be honest, man. With The Dark Knight, like, I loved The Dark Knight movie. That was my favorite Batman movie. But it wasn't my favorite. It was one of my favorite movies. It was not my favorite Batman movie. It was my favorite. Like, the Joker was why that movie was so good. Because he was so unpredictable. You're like, what the hell is he going to do next?
Yeah.
Batman's just like...
he's Christian Bale.
Fingerprints.
Yeah.
And the Joker's the one making you guess. And
it really is a situation with those movies. Every time I go back and watch the first one with Tom Cruise's wife, Katie Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't like her.
Yeah.
And then they replace her with Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Who's better, but then they kill her off. And
she was better, but she was like sassier.
Yeah, and
she's like, you have to get some new friends.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. And the thing about Katie Holmes, there's this one part in Batman Begins which always bothers the hell out of me. She's like, hello, this is whatever her name is, Rachel. This is Rachel. What? Like, they didn't even give him a chance to say anything. It's like, hey, what? Don't get someone down there and kick his fucking ass.
Yeah.
And all that. And then she's like, I gotta go, Bruce. People got shit to do. I'm sorry. She's my friend. But he's like, okay.
My favorite is when she slaps him.
Yeah.
And it's just so unbelievable.
I
it's
know.
Like,
he's like,
that's the word. Like,
I was gonna kill him. I was gonna shoot him.
Yeah.
But now I can't. And she's like, slap.
Yeah,
slap.
It is
your father would be ashamed of you. I'd be like,
I think it may be one of the worst executed scenes in film history. It's so
F you, Rachel. And then he goes and throws the gun. It looks like he doesn't even have a gun to throw. He looks like he's pretending to throw something.
Yeah.
That whole area.
Every time I watch that movie. Now, the thing about it is, though, I don't really like Christian Bale that much.
Yeah.
He's been in a couple of good movies. The one where Equilibrium is a fantastic B movie with him in it.
Yeah.
But he's just so dry. You know, I don't like American Psycho. I know everybody likes that movie.
Well, it's pretty much Bruce Wayne in that movie.
Yeah, I don't really care for that movie. And I think the thing about it that he probably took for granted is that the rest of the cast brings him up.
Yes.
You know, you had I'm blanking on names tonight. Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon Jinn, yeah.
Who was great.
Yeah.
Now, he was fantastic.
Yeah, he was.
Bruce.
And Michael
Caine.
Michael Caine, great.
God.
I thought.
God was in it.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, amazing. And so everything that they got wrong with the first movie, Katie Holmes, they fixed.
They did.
So I did like that. But I always wonder myself, and I know this would have never happened, what if Keanu Reeves had been Batman? Like somebody with a little more personality.
I don't know if I would have liked Keanu Reeves for Batman.
Christian Bale is just so dry.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, like my favorite Batman was Keaton. Like, because he was quiet. He didn't have to talk.
Yeah.
Like, it was just his presence. You're like, God, man, don't F with
See,
that
those
guy.
movies, in my opinion, now, of course, Jack Nicholson was great.
Yes,
but
of course.
those movies, to me, were great because of Michael Keaton.
Yes.
Whereas these Batmans were bad only because of Christian Bale, even though they were fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
like he was the worst part of it.
Yeah, like, because everything else was just so good. He was just crazy. And
But Heath Ledger's Joker was amazing. So I don't... There's a lot to live up to.
Right, and Heath is the one you got to live up to because, let's be honest, not Mission of Mars, whatever they're stupid.
I know.
Yeah, the
we're
band.
We're having a trouble tonight.
God dang. What's his
30 Seconds to
30
Mars.
Seconds to Mars lead
Jared
singer
Leto.
Jared Leto.
I think he got a bad script though.
Yeah, I mean it was just a weird
Yeah,
Joker.
yeah.
It was just weird.
He's like a gangster or something with the gold teeth.
It was just weird, yeah.
Yeah, bizarre.
It wasn't how I would picture the Joker at all. Now, Joaquin Phoenix walking around the way he is, it's interesting because I think they're fleshing out probably a very similar Joker to the Dark Knight, and I hope they do because I just feel like, that character was retired too soon because of Heath's death.
Yeah.
Where I think they probably would have used it again in a third Batman movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Heath Ledger was great. His outfit was great. The makeup was great. And that's why I saw this test and I thought, it just looks so cartoonish, I guess, and not even really cartoonish, just kind of, I don't know.
I'm optimistic. I am for him because Joaquin Phoenix is a very good actor.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
I think he's been in some strange movies, but
yeah.
good.
I'm Still Here is probably the strangest. Remember where he grew a huge beard?
Yeah, and that was weird.
Yeah, and it's funny because there was one point where he gives it away. Because when he's talking to David Letterman, he's just not saying anything. And everybody's like, dude, he's acting, and he just didn't say anything. At the very end, right before they cut to commercial, you see him leap in front of Dave Letterman, pull his sunglasses down, and winks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like really quickly, letting him know, hey, this is for a movie.
Did you ever see it? I never saw it.
The movie's terrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like doing blow and stuff all the time, and because he's pretending to be himself, and then like even oh God, names are killing me. Something about Mary, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller was like coming over, showing him a script for a movie, and like it's crazy. It's so weird, and it almost ruined Ben Affleck's brother, Casey Affleck's career because he was the one who directed it.
Yeah, he was also in Her. I never saw Her about the iPhone thing, and The Village.
How was that?
That was the M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
I still think that wasn't the worst movie he's done.
Yeah.
But it really gave away the ending too fast, and so
he was in Signs too. He was
good in
Mel
Signs.
Gibson's brother.
Signs.
Yeah, that was
Signs
the first movie I recognized him from. He was also in Gladiator.
Yeah.
And,
I have to say, I think we've talked about this on a previous show, but Split was really good.
Never saw it.
It's worth watching. He's Xavier in the First Class movies.
Okay,
that guy. So
yeah. So
anyway.
I'm positive. I'm optimistic for him to be the Joker. That'll be next year, October next year.
Well, we'll see, and I hope they'll start sending out some more things because that makeup is a little strange.
I mean, but they're leaking stuff early. Like we got a whole year,
yeah,
and he's already doing screen tests and showing the stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, because it's not tied to Batman.
Yeah,
which I think is cool.
And I wonder if he's leaking it or if he was told to leak it.
Oh, probably a little bit both.
Yeah,
they're like, well, build some buzz.
Yeah, why not?
Because this is all free buzz right now. Like the fact that you've pulled it up on IGN.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's all free promotion.
Oh, yeah. Lots of podcasts talking about it, including this one.
That's right.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
I got another question for you. So I saw this today as well, and I'm not an Xbox fan.
Okay.
I know that you have, did have
I have
one.
all 3 consoles.
So did you see where they are finally adding a feature that gamers have evidently been asking for, in that you can now get you can play using a mouse and keyboard?
Yeah, I did read about that. I mean, honestly, I think it was a long time coming, because I feel like with all the cross-game compatibility, like if you buy a Windows game, you have the ability to play the Xbox version and vice versa.
Oh.
That's something they kind of started unlocking over the last couple of years.
I didn't know that.
And now it's like, okay, well, pretty much at this point, an Xbox One is essentially a computer. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, that plays games.
That was one of the reasons why I never got an Xbox. I do not like the controller.
Okay.
I'm a PlayStation controller fan. That's why I like the PlayStation games better too, even though they share a lot now.
Yeah, they do.
But one of the reasons why I always said I'm not going to try it was because I thought to myself, can't I just buy a computer?
You could. It's a lot. Like having all 3 consoles, I do find that you really do have to kind of choose PS4, Xbox One, because I find that I tend to favor a system and then buy all my games for that.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I play the 2 or 3 exclusives. But let's be honest, most big games that are worth playing go to PlayStation. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. Sony. I mean,
yeah. Sony's got a big. What's the big one that just came out?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, dude, which is awesome. It's a great game.
They were playing it at work.
Yeah.
We've got game consoles in the lobbies.
Rooms. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the rec rooms. And the past week, every time there's a break,
yeah,
they're over there playing Spider-Man. It looks
so
great.
So good.
I may have to get it. Like, it looks really good.
It's a beautiful game, but B, it's so much fun to play. The combat system's amazing, and you didn't really play a lot of the Batman Arkham games, but it's like they took Batman Arkham game fighting styles, and then they mixed it with the Spider-Man, like all the best parts of the Spider-Man games we've ever played in the past, and put them together and made it gorgeous. It's a good game. And then, but there's another game coming this month.
Yeah.
And it is going to be Red Dead Redemption 2.
Keep talking. Okay. I'll be right back.
Red Dead Redemption is Red Dead Redemption 2. It's by the makers of Grand Theft Auto 5, but it just looks freaking amazing. Like, everything I loved about Red Dead was just the fact you have the wilderness and horses and all that, but now, you're going to have like a little clan. I was reading things about you being a mean bully, and just an expansive world to play in, so I really just can't wait for Red Dead Redemption 2, especially. It's supposed to be 105 gigabytes large, so you have to have a pretty big hard drive on the system. I've updated my PS4 Pro with a 2 terabyte, so that worked out pretty well. But yeah, a lot of games coming out. Nintendo Switch, while it is the more underpowered console,
okay.
And you didn't hear anything I said. You were out of the room.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We had a guest.
Yeah.
And I just happened to look at my phone.
Yeah.
And I had a million text messages from Ashley saying, "Go get the door."
Oh. Oh yeah.
All of my phones and computers are no. What do you say? They don't bother me during these hours.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mess with the recording.
Yeah, of course, of course.
All right. Well, anyway, yes.
Yeah, I just gave a rundown of that and the Switch, and
good.
Yeah. So
well,
there you
that's
go.
what I like to hear.
Yeah,
so,
whatever. You didn't hear any of it. You have no opinion.
All right. Well. Yeah, that's our show.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, mobsters and.
Just so everybody knows, Nick went to the bathroom.
Yes. No.
Before he left. That's what happened. And he got stuck. He really had to go. All that Chinese and cake batter ice cream you've been eating
We
lately.
pre-record this. The Wednesday night show is pre-recorded at 8 o'clock. And so
I know,
when we
true.
bring the guests in, sometimes it's a little haywire.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
You do what you got to do.
Okay, all right.
Well, Derek, as always, I appreciate you joining me here in my lovely house.
Yes. Thanks for the soda water you gave me. It was really nice.
You're welcome.
Was it orange?
All right, well, you can catch us totheecho.com, tweet us at totheechoradio.
Mm-hmm.
And, we'll see you.
I think that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
If you Google it, you'll find a few things anyway.
Yeah, you might.
All right.
And an Amazon Echo. Because you really got to fight for that on Google.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, okay.
But we're not changing it.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We'll see you next time. It's Nick O'Kelly.
I'm Derek Daisy.
To the Echo Radio Show.